driving protesters off Dakar's streets. Bangladesh's capital has been paralysed by tens of thousands of students, but the police seem determined to stop them, even if that includes using violence.
They have beaten us with bamboos, by kicking us and in other ways. It does not matter, it won't affect me, but we want safe roads.
The protests were triggered after the deaths of 2 school children killed by a speeding bus last month. Since then, Dhaka streets have been filled with these crowds. They're demanding tougher enforcement of traffic laws. According to one research group, more than 4,200 people died in road accidents last year. The students have been stopping buses to check drivers' licenses.
We haven't been able to drive our buses as students have attacked and damaged our vehicles. We can't go on the roads. Students hit our drivers, so no vehicles can move.
Authorities say more than 300 vehicles have been damaged by the demonstrators. But now mobile internet services have been cut, and police have used tear gas and rubber bullets. At least 100 people have been wounded. Many protesters say it's not just the police who are involved in the crackdown, as they've been attacked by pro-government activists armed with sticks and machetes. The government of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina denies this. It says it will now extend prison sentences to anyone causing traffic accidents. Shahid Al-Alam is a renowned photographer in Bangladesh. Just hours after speaking to the media about the protest, he was arrested at his home in Dhaka. Police say he's being interrogated for what they call provocative comments. His family alleges he's been tortured. According to Human Rights Watch, at least 20 journalists have been beaten for reporting on the rallies. Critics say the treatment of Alam is typical of how Bangladesh deals with dissent. Reporters Without Borders says media freedom is being eroded. It ranks Bangladesh 146 out of 180 countries in its index on press freedom. Scores of journalists and bloggers have been convicted for criticizing the government and politicians. Since the ruling Awami League came to power in 2009, hundreds of opposition activists have been abducted and detained. While most have been released after weeks or even months, some have been found dead. Human Rights Watch says 86 people were disappeared last year. The election in 2014 was overshadowed by widespread violence and a boycott by the opposition. So will the student protests develop into a wider anti-government movement? And how will this impact the elections scheduled later this year? Haider Abbasi, The Newsmakers.